Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Christopher the Ruple. And if you're hearing this, you're probably going, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? Well, see, we went through a rebrand. The original podcast was called Speaking of Which, and I didn't want to get rid of a certain number of these episodes because I was like, they kind of relate to Drunken Book Club, and I wanted to keep them alive. So I wanted to keep these adventure episodes alive with the rebranding. So here it is. Here's the message letting you know what's kind of going on, why I didn't say welcome to Drunken Book Club, or talking about what we drank, yada 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 kind of thing. But here it is. And our new socials for this series are DBC_pod, not the old one. That's our Twitter account, and possibly Instagram coming soon. And we also have our Patreon at patreon.com/drunkenbookclub, where you can pay $1 and tell us what book to read and to have a jovial time with us. Alright, thanks for joining me, and you guys enjoy the episode. Bye-bye. Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, these guys should talk about this book on Drunken Book Club? Or even, hey, I want to hear them gush about this on Ruple's Rupees. Well, guess what? We'll listen to you if you pitch in $1 on our Patreon. That's right, for $1 we'll listen to you. And along with that $1, you know what else you get? You get access to all the bonus episodes that I put out every single week, including the backlogs, and early access to all our podcasts and videos, and everything else that I put up on there. So for $1, I think it's pretty much worth it, but you be the judge. Check it out. It's at patreon.com/speakingofwhich. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to Speaking of Which. I'm your very melancholic host, Christopher the Sadness Ruple, joined today with
Seasonal Depression Sam.
Alina.
Workplace Burnout Brandon.
Noelia.
Just a little bit suicidal.
Oh my god.
Oh god!
That's
Honestly,
a red flag.
mood.
Honestly,
Honestly, mood.
I've been there before where it's like, it's not active, but it's there.
It's there.
If it happens, it
It's
happens.
There we
Yep.
go.
And I lied, it's not seasonal, it's all the time.
I was about to say, hey, you don't got what I do.
I think we're all there. That's the point.
Yeah.
Hey, and today we're going to be doing a little episode called Let's Read. It's a book called Choose Your Own Misery, The Holidays.
Oh,
Because,
Thanksgiving.
nope, there's a Santa with the toaster in the tub.
Oh.
On the cover.
oh, there we go.
Yay.
To be fair, it's from the same person that made Romeo and or Juliet.
No, that's just on the, what's it
it's
called?
just the blurb?
Yeah, that's just a blurb. It's
Oh, okay.
not that guy.
Oh, okay.
But this guy has written some other ones, other Choose Your Own Miseries.
I mean, could it really be that much worse than the cat one?
So, I like that this plays into
Honestly-
me choosing the worst possible things, though.
Who knows?
Honestly,
Watch you
with
choose the worst possible thing and it's like a perfectly happy Christmas.
Oh, no.
Alright.
That's the best ending.
So, warning! In big bold letters with a bunch of exclamation points. Do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. These pages contain too many different forms of misery for any one person to experience, end to end. And it will feel like all your choices are meaningless, even if you do it that way, since they'll all lead, inexorably, to existential absurdity. And while that's basically true of both life and this book, that's a pretty grim way to read. The shit that happens to you in this tome of endless, unavoidable misery is still your choice. On some fundamentally meaningless level.
Oh my god.
You are responsible because you choose, and frankly, you're too old to keep blaming how things turn out on your parents.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, please don't call me out like that.
After you make your choice, live with your shit.
Oh.
The rest of us have to. Think carefully before you make a move. Or don't. Frankly, it won't matter. It won't make much of a difference. None of what we do makes much of a difference. We're all just programmed to die.
Oh my
I'm just sad.
goodness. Jeez.
Alright, so we opened this podcast right.
Yeah,
It warns the reader, but
that's why I'm drinking this
Right.
episode.
Ryder, are
also
you
to help
okay?
I was
my...
gonna say, I feel like I need to drink too. Damn.
do we need to call someone author?
Our listeners need to just know that this might be our last podcast
Oh,
for no apparent reason. No apparent reason.
Also,
Good
I'm gonna
times.
really hope that my life insurance is, or Chris's life insurance is in, my name is the beneficiary, like mine is to his.
Mine does not cover suicide.
Mine is to Chuck Lorre because I want to meet him.
That's not how it works.
Shit.
You'll meet him.
I actually stole that joke from Great North, so I can't take credit for it. Because the married couple are always like, I have my emergency contract as like celebrity because I hope to meet them.
Oh yeah, because it's always just like
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I actually really enjoy that show. It makes me happy. It's a very jolly, happy show.
But yeah, life insurance doesn't work that way.
That'll be 1837, the cashier says, snapping her gum and looking supremely bored. Jesus, all you ordered was a chicken ranchapalooza and a soda. And the salad the cashier is passing across the counter looks like something reduced to sell. Is there anything worse than airport food? Besides, every other part of the airport that is.
Excuse me, what is a chicken ranchapalooza?
It's a salad. It's a chicken salad, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Sounds like something on the
Wait,
Taco Bell menu.
I'm just imagining just like a chicken sandwich that's just like dunked in freaking ranch. It disgusts me.
I was thinking before they said salad, like one of those like pizzas that's like 90% chicken and ranch, and there's like the hint of cheese somewhere.
It's more like a ranch soup.
Yeah, with
I
bread.
was thinking pita bread.
Y'all.
Like not,
No.
I'm not saying it sounds good. I'm just saying that's the image I got.
Oh, Sam says it's good. Okay.
I'm not
But
saying
you're
it's
not
good.
going to let that bring you down. Not when you're about to head off to the best Christmas ever.
Oh.
Your older brother's family is with his wife's parents in Seattle. Your sister and her pretentious bore of a husband insisted on having Christmas at home for the kids. And you haven't been dating your girlfriend Lindsay, spelled Lindsi, so very interesting Lindsay, if you ask me, long enough to be expected to attend her family's holidays. Since none of you will be in the same city, your parents decided they'd take a freedom cruise, the title of which made their offer that you could join, if you insist, feel even more half-hearted. They were probably as excited as you were when you said no.
Why do I feel like it's a swingers cruise?
Probably.
Uh,
But you have a better plan. A plan that totally avoids the special hell that is the holiday season. You and your Jewish friend from college are heading off to an all-exclusive, child-free, tropical resort vacation.
I'm worried just because he specifically said Jewish that something very dark is going to happen to that friend.
See, I'm like, my thought is like, at first I'm like, it sounds nice, and then I'm like, something's gonna go horribly wrong, because...
Depends on how anti-Semitic the writer is.
I don't think they'd be... I don't think someone who made a New York Times best-selling would make a blurb on an anti-Semitic book.
I'm just like it's hilarious that they made the best friend somebody that doesn't celebrate that Christmas, so that way.
But this is the holidays. This is surviving the holidays.
Oh, you're right.
So stop being
We
racist
are
and just accepting
inclusive.
Christmas.
Is that
you
racist?
jerk.
Is that
You're
It
racist
said
against the
Christmas.
Jews.
No, I'm not.
Kwanzaa route.
Yeah, we're gonna go Kwanzaa route.
No.
You have a crazy Kwanzaa.
Let's do solstice and be naked and get drunk.
Yeah.
Oh god.
How about a second Halloween?
Saturnalia.
But you weren't sure he'd be okay with missing Hanukkah, but he reminded you it happened weeks ago, and that none of us actually give a fuck about Hanukkah. You know that, right? Totally. You know Jewish stuff. You wander toward...
There we go.
Like,
I mean, that's just self-loathing Jew.
Oh yeah.
well, like, it's literally
Hey,
like...
stop chewing gum. You bitch. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to listen to 3 minutes of you chewing gum.
He's got a point.
It's gonna sound real wet.
Yep.
I swear it was.
That was the misery for our
Right?
listeners.
You just added more misery to
The misery meter just goes...
me. I know. I wish this was a video podcast so I could add that. You wander toward the gate, digging your fingers into your painful lower back. A few days of daiquiris and white sand are gonna fix that right up.
No, it won't, but nice try.
How
You-
old are we? Jeez.
Old enough to have a daiquiri.
Fair
You
enough.
glance at the TV monitors. A reporter is being blown sideways by gale force winds, sheets of rain whipping her face. Fallen palm trees litter the sand behind her. Tropical storm Menudo. Ooh. I want some Menudo right
It's
now.
hot.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking of the band.
Okay, who's the one person who's not Mexican in the room right there?
I was also thinking of the soup, to be fair.
Made landfall last night, and while no deaths have been reported yet, the infrastructure in this developing nation was no match for its 100 mile per hour winds. 100 million, oh god. A map comes up showing the path of Menudo. It's centered on your island. Your magical avoid Christmas for once island. You look over at the gate, starting to panic. It's okay. The screen says the flight is still set to board in 15. Cancelled. Fuck! You text your college friend, but he isn't responding. Frustrated and unsure what else to do, you call your girlfriend Lindsay. Oh my god, hey sweetie. Merry Christmas. Are you on a beach yet? No, actually, I'm still at the airport. The line in front of your gate is already past the Hudson News. Double fuck. They just canceled my flight. Apparently that tropical storm landed on the island. Oh no, that's terrible! Lindsay completely gets you. Things are still pretty new, but she seems like a keeper.
Oh no.
You should come here. My family would be thrilled to have you. You hear her whispering. Oh wow, man. I guess the whiskey's hitting. You hear her whispering excitedly with her mother about you coming for the holidays. Okay, completely might have been too strong a word. If you want to take Lindsay up on an offer of a family Christmas, turn to page 3. If you're still holding out hope for that you can find your way onto some beach, turn to page 5.
Okay, I'm just gonna vote for page 5 because I don't want the misery to be related to our girlfriend.
Oh, that's fair.
I was gonna say, the
That'd be
moment
sad.
that they said she gets me, I'm like, ooh, she dying.
See, I was
Everybody's
thinking
dying.
she's gonna. See, I don't think she's gonna die. I think she's just gonna dump your ass.
Alright, show of hands for
cheap.
beach.
Wait, what's our goal here? Are we trying to make it the most miserable, or are we trying to get a good time here?
You guys tell me.
I want to try to have a good time
I
despite
wanna-
the misery.
Yeah, I want to have a good time.
Alright,
Then I feel like going to your girlfriend would be a better time.
Better than holding out hope for a
Exactly.
friend.
Yeah.
I mean, not long enough for us to be at the Christmas party anyways.
Yeah.
She's
So-
probably gonna
Okay,
get mad at
so
us anyway.
who wants to go to your girlfriend's house? Raise your hand.
I'm probably gonna. I'd say girlfriend.
Okay, and then who wants to go try to find a beach? Alright,
sand.
beach it is.
I hate
You're
sand.
already miserable just by
I know.
listening.
Okay,
Fucking brand
Anakin.
beach
So,
sand.
I haven't had fun at a beach before, so I need to live vicariously
There you
through
go.
our pro tag here.
That's
And you know what? I need to get some beach Pikmin from in the game, so I'm down with you guys.
Yeah.
Because we don't live near a beach.
It just does more roadside.
I'd be so fucking pissed. I'll tell you.
Seriously, that's how you get the Pikmin in the game? I'm sorry. What?
No, I got
No.
an air because it goes based like you can get certain ones with like different decoration,
Yeah.
From the Pikmin Bloom game on the phone.
Oh.
and if you
It's
just
really
get roadside ones, it's just literally a sticker.
But what's it called? But there's like movie theater, cafe, and stuff like that, and I have almost the whole set of movie theater
Of
ones.
course you do.
I'm just missing one
How
of
did
them.
that happen?
I'm gonna get an airport one because I have to drive by the airport every day.
That's really kind of you to invite me. How can you get out of this with the least effort? But I don't want to impose. You hear whispers in the background. We will get to meet him. Don't be a silly, silly Billy. You cringe.
Thank God. I think we made the right choice.
I know, but I should catch up on work while the office is quiet. Jesus, even a girlfriend as new as Lindsay will see through that bullshit excuse. For a second, it's silent. You still there, you ask? Yep. Cool, I thought the call dropped. Nope. Anyhow,
Oh, she's pissed.
thanks
Yeah,
again.
she's-
I
Oof.
appreciate the offer. I just have so much to do
She's breaking
here.
up with us.
Kay, you hear a voice say.
Oof.
Wait, really? Well, awesome, cool, talk soon. You hang up. That went well, right?
No.
On the bright side, you have the entire holiday to yourself. You can do anything you want, anything at all, alone. If you want to be wild and try to rebook your flight to somewhere else, turn to page 10. If you want to call your sister who still lives in your hometown and see if you can crash her Christmas, turn to page 11.
Alright, so
New flight.
if we
New
Yeah.
a new
hard.
flight,
Wild.
Yeah, new
But-
flight.
we should know firsthand how miserable it is to get screwed over so many flights. So I'm scared. I'll take the new
Yeah.
flight.
Okay.
I'm choosing it.
You're
but
gonna be wild!
I feel like we're
Because I'm pretty sure I heard 3 people say wild, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild.
5.
Honestly, like going to a sister's family thing where you're just the odd like uncle or aunt sounds so much worse than anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we sound like
honestly.
the uncle doesn't like the kids no matter what.
Well, it sounds like the sister's probably like
Is this
a pain
book
in the
written
ass.
post or pre 9/11?
Post. I'm definitely
Post
saying
9/11.
post.
Okay,
You already had to take your shoes off once.
that's true.
This is from
getting
2016,
clueless.
though, to be most exact.
Mm.
So, that makes most sense.
Okay.
It takes an eternity to make it to the harried Agent Manning, your gate. She doesn't even look up at you. Hello? What do you want? She asks flatly. I was wondering about switching my flight. She rolls her eyes. Jesus, it's not that strange of a request. What have all these other people been asking for? Vouchers to the Beer Express in the terminal? Where do you want to go? You glance over at the board. Vegas, Palm Springs, meh. Jamaica, Part of you remembers reading somewhere that Jamaica is a mixed bag at best, but it would be so perfectly match what you've already packed. Plus, you don't know anyone who's actually gone there. You'd have a social media-worthy travel story. The agent taps her fingers on the desk impatiently. Maybe, Jamaica? The flight leaves in 2 hours and lands at Norman Manley Airport in Kingston. Oh, Kingston. Sounds fancy. If you want to just go for it and fly to Jamaica, turn to page 18. If you want to get a flight voucher and head home for a restful Christmas, turn to page 19.
I'm kind of down
Jamaica?
for Jamaica.
Yeah?
Let's do
Ooh,
Jamaica.
I wanna
You
get
need to
you
double down at
Your
this
girlfriend
point-
is gonna dump you once you post it to social media, though. I will say that.
But it
'cause-
sounds like the girlfriend dumping you is reducing misery, depending on how this guy has.
If she can't support you having like you already were originally going on a holiday.
But
Yeah.
but
But
the
she was
fact,
being supportive of being like, oh, you can't make it, you can come to my thing.
and the fact that
But it sounds like he
you
doesn't
lied
like
to her already, saying I'm going to catch up on work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's
But
the
that's
part
the
that
thing
I'm
is
like,
he
No,
doesn't
that's true.
seem to like her.
No, he said she gets her, and this one's a keeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just
So he likes
monotonous
her, but he
being
also
Okay.
likes her.
So, raise of hands. Who wants to go to Jamaica?
I still want to go to
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Let's
Like,
all
don't-
rewind time, go back to the girlfriend.
We're going to Jamaica,
Like,
page 18.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh, shoot. We screwed her.
we fucked up.
I'm just saying no. Who would even?
You land in Kingston. The airport seems dingy. There's a fleet of hotel representatives handing out cocktails and coconuts with comically long straws to the booked vacationers. You seem to be the only one who doesn't get to partake. Oh well, you head to the tourism center. A solitary employee is leaning on his elbow, staring at the coconuts longingly.
I am so ready to get scammed.
Hey, man! Whoa, nope, definitely no. You're not even close to pulling that off. I'd like to book a hotel. Sandals, Royal Plantation. You can't understand his... Oh, wait, I should probably do that.
That's a weird Jamaican accent.
Sandals, Royal Plantation. You can't understand his accent, but you think you heard the word plantation? Is that right? It feels too racist to ask. He hands you a thick brochure. Oh, it was a plantation. Look at you already understanding the locals.
Aw.
Whoa, though, that's listed prices section. That must be more than your entire net worth, even if you factor in your rare Pokemon card collection. See, he gets us.
They're all worth like maybe $20 though.
I apologize.
What else do you have? Not much. Really? Everything else is booked? He strokes his chin thoughtfully. Well, there's always... On the beach, it's for locals. He rummages around for several minutes before producing another brochure. Actually, it's more like a piece of cheap copier paper with what looks like... Is that a drop of human blood in the corner?
Oh, no.
That can't be right. It must be barbecue sauce. Jamaica must be known for barbecue. $10 a night? You have to read that wrong. You have to have read that wrong. Yeah. That's worryingly cheap. So, if you want the cheap local place, turn to page 35.
Let's
If you
do
want
it.
to book the extremely expensive resort, turn to page 37.
Let's do the
Guys.
cheap place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we're
might
Saving
lose your
money
kidney,
helps
but
with
you'll
misery,
gain an
right?
experience.
Alright, let's go cannibalism.
Big bucks.
Cannibals, that's racist.
Dude,
They're-
What?
Just because they're islanders doesn't make them cannibals.
That's not what I meant.
Jeez, Mr. Indigenous man here thinking everyone's a cannibal.
see,
Watch the
I stand by
turn
my...
out to be cannibals.
I stand by you'll probably lose a kidney, but gain the experience.
See?
At least these
That's
cannibals-
not eating,
Not
though. They're going to
cannibalism.
sell it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh.
I was saying like sell it on the black market.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as they get money out of it.
That's still a
Hey.
very racist trope.
And at least
Sorry.
they're
Of
going
selling
to
the-
eat it with
selling the
barbecue
kidney.
sauce.
Yes, because Jamaica's known for barbecue and not jerk.
Yeah.
It's a type of way of making
Jamaican
food. I wasn't
jerk.
calling you a jerk. I was saying
No,
it's
it's
a
like,
type.
is that a brand? I don't know.
That's a
No.
type of food that they make.
It's like I think it's rub. It's like
Yeah, it's a rub.
Oh.
So we're going to the local place on 35, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, I heard 4 yes, so good enough for me.
Yeah, let's do local because it sounds more fun. Like
Because it's saving money.
Hey, let's be like Nick and go local. You thank the man and head out to a cab at the taxi stand. I want to go to On the Beach. Do you know it? The taxi driver looks puzzled. On the beach! Yeah, I think that's right. Are you sure? Do you perhaps mean the sandals located on the beach? I'm certain it was called On the Beach. Had you read it wrong? He raises an eyebrow, shakes his head, and drives.
he's
The
like,
cab
this
stinks
is a
of
white
weed.
person.
The cab stinks of weed. How authentically racist. You shoot an approving smile toward the rearview mirror. The driver squints at you suspiciously. So, you a big Bob Marley fan?
Oh no.
He shakes his head in contempt. So much for talking. You look out the window. Kingston isn't exactly what you thought it would be. Instead of cabanas with thatched roofs and rows of swaying palm trees,
It's just crappy slate.
all you see are sickly-looking stray dogs and vicious puddles with plastic bags coated in filth floating on top. My kind of vacation.
Firefest.
You check again to make sure the door is locked and the windows are fully rolled up. You're starting to wish you'd borrowed your dad's fanny pack. You've almost made it down an entire block when a scruffy-looking man opens the far door of the cab and sits down beside you. Adrenaline rushes straight into your heart. Oh god, this is how it all ends. Camp Road. Yeah, the driver says without batting an eye. What? What the hell is going on here? This guy already has a passenger. You place your hand over your pocket, cradling your wallet lightly. Steady now. Did you mistake this for a cab and somehow get into a, Jamaican carpool? After driving at a snail's pace for another 5 minutes in inner city, bumper-to-bumper traffic, nothing happens. The stranger doesn't murder you. No street kids even manage to crawl in through a window. You start to relax.
That's some, wow.
Just, you guys wanted the racist route.
Why are we
making it racist?
expect kids to be crawling through the windows?
It's
What?
2016,
That's
guys.
him. That's not us.
I was just thinking sketchy hotel is always more fun than...
Just in a rough looking... I was saying the route of going to Jamaica. You guys could have stayed home and had a good time eating a ham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
true.
lovely sister.
Just eat a whole ham.
Eat the whole ham.
Just then, a rough-looking pedestrian jumps into the front of the seat of the cab. Spanish Town Road. Yeah, the driver says. He turns and looks you square in the eye, almost a challenge. Detour. Your heart beats heavily. This is no Jamaican carpool. It's almost definitely an elaborate ruse to kidnap you. Who can blame them? It's obvious to anyone that your Ray-Bans are real. Wearing these is basically like asking you to be ransomed.
What is that headphones?
It's like an
Ray-Bans,
expensive sunglasses.
Oh.
Not super expensive, but
It's what the Men in Black
pricey.
wear. It's what those are.
Nice.
So if you want to jump out and make a run for it, turn to page 62. If you want to sit tight, turn to 61 or page 62.
Let's go,
Let's sit
Misery.
tight.
Let's sit tight.
Yeah, I feel like if we get out, we're gonna get hit by a car or something.
Yeah,
Well, I also figure it might also be a cultural thing where sharing the cab is more of an accepted thing versus
Yeah, and we're just being judgy
We
as
are,
fuck.
we are assuming.
versus
This happened to us in San Francisco.
Yeah, that was true.
Oh.
So I'm thinking it could just be.
Yeah, San Francisco and Jamaica, just twin cities right there.
No,
Pretty
they're
much.
exactly the same. Yeah, I see no difference. These are the same picture.
Just a lot of gay people and a lot of black people.
Oh, God.
And a lot of white people taking in the.
And a lot of white people pretending to be black.
I mean, see?
So we're gonna sit tight. Go to page 62. Alright. You're sweating so hard you can feel your ass sticking to the seat through your underwear.
Delicious.
But nothing happened. You drop off the first interloper, pick up another, and stop by a jerk chicken stand, which you try. It's so authentic, but eventually, after several hours of detouring, the driver deposits you at the hotel.
That's funny. You saw the jerk chicken
Yep.
stuff coming. That's great.
It's Jamaica. It's what
I
they're
was
known
gonna say
for.
it's like when.
Oh, I had no idea what.
Yeah, I was gonna
jerk
say it's like the South and barbecue.
Well, they already
it's gonna
brought up
happen.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, well, he
And I
did.
have- Yeah.
Unfortunately, On the Beach isn't as advertised on that piece of handwritten copier paper. It's in the back of an inner city alleyway. There's a strip of filthy sand running around a tiny pool out front, but it's got too many needles floating around it for your liking.
That's so
Keep
fucked
it
up.
going.
Keep the change. The cabbie nods like it's his fucking due. Damn it, you should have asked for the change. By the way, on the beach, the taxi driver pauses dramatically, isn't safe. Then he speeds away cackling.
All right, guys, we're going to the beach.
That was
go to the
disconcerting, but where else can you possibly go now? You check in with an especially shifty-looking receptionist, though to be fair, that's probably because of the glass eye. He said he had one, but you're not sure which is which.
I mean, that's a good glass eye, though.
They're both twirling separately, seemingly at random.
That's actually kind of talented, because if you had, because the way glass eyes work is they kind of work with a, pole in your eye.
Yeah.
So, if you look left, it will pull left and right. So if he's able to, actually get them to go separate.
Oh my god, we're not talking about this right now.
That'd be kind of cool.
The minute you close the door to your room, you look around for the safe. You need to stuff as many of your belongings as possible into it.
Nah.
There isn't one. Fuck. At a loss, you start sticking things in random places. The pillowcases between the mattress and the concrete slab the mattress is on. Inside, a plastic bag in the toilet tank.
Wow.
You hear a murderous scream in the distance. That must just be the cries of all the hungry street cats bellowing out in unison, right?
Hopefully.
Sure, that's logical. Night starts to fall. You feel your stomach lurch, then liquefy. You really should have stopped at one helping of street chicken. You run to the toilet and explode. The minute you feel capable of shuffling back to bed, you need the toilet again. Eventually, you just commit to staying in the bathroom. At around 2 a.m., your stomach quivers again. Sighing, you hoist yourself onto the toilet.
Yep.
Sitting there, not quite sure if you're done spurting yet, you hear the door to your room creak open. Hello, who's there? You call out mid-dribble. Hello? The bathroom door cracks open. Jesus! If you weren't already shitting yourself, you'd shit yourself. The cabbie's face peeks around. He holds his nose delicately, like you didn't know you're being fumigated by your own filth right now. I told you on the beach isn't safe, he says with a laugh. He closes the door. From the banging sounds on the other side, you guess he's robbing you blind. You could chase after him, but your pants are down by your feet, like ankle handcuffs. Also, you're a coward. Which, I'm looking at this room, yes.
Yes.
The rest of the
accurate.
night, you huddle inside the bathroom. The door is paper thin, but at least it's something between you and other potential robbers. Not that you have anything left to rob. The next morning, you peer out to assess the damage. Yep, everything is gone. Everything except for your passport. Good thing you stuck it in the toilet tank instead of your goggles, as originally planned. You grab it and run to reception. Get me to the airport! The end.
Yes.
What?
You guys got fucking robbed!
You have no money, no clothes.
That's not bad. I'm okay with
That's
it.
not
That
much
is-
of an adventure.
I was worried something
Yes,
must
yes,
worse
because
was gonna
misery. Choose your own misery.
Honestly, like, could have been worse.
happen. Yes.
I mean,
Spending
we're
a night
alive.
shitting on the toilet.
So, do we want to stick around in Jamaica, or do we want to go somewhere else?
What
Somewhere
happens
else.
if we? Well, what happens if we jump out of the car?
Let's
Actually,
see.
Yeah.
And
Let's-
I'm pretty satisfied with that ending. Like, at least we can cancel credit cards and stuff, you know? It's not like they took our liver or we got shamed
if
in
you're-
front of the family.
And you could always go to, like, the American embassy if you don't have a return ticket and be like, hey,
And you can still
I'm stuck.
celebrate Christmas with your girlfriend/sister. It hasn't been that long.
I wanted
that sounded like
more
we're like some
miserable
inbred creeps that are like my girlfriend and sister.
All right, so
It's
we're
the
gonna make
same
a we're gonna
person.
make a run
My
for it on page
mistake.
61.
Alright, are we gonna get run over?
You bolt out of the cab, slamming the door behind you. Lucky you kept your suitcase on your lap.
Nice.
Unluckily, it feels like it's packed with cinder blocks, and you're literally running for your life. Running for your life is hard, like really hard. You're barely a block away from the scene of the inevitable, or at least potential crime, and you're already considering taking a knee. You cut through a few back alleyways at what you think is still a pretty good clip. You're safe now. Probably. That was a close call. Probably. Where exactly are you? Probably. No. You wander the streets of Kingston aimlessly for hours, hoping you'll come across a Starbucks or even a McDonald's. Unfortunately, you see neither.
Street chicken!
You'd ask for directions, but you can't bring yourself to trust anyone. Not after what just happened. Probably. God, it is hot! You've got a horrific case of swamp ass, and you can feel your skin attempting to peel away from your body. At some point, you're going to have to trust someone to give you water. Wait, can you trust the water here?
Nope.
Why did you not research this place at all? Another hour passes. You might have to part with your suitcase soon. It only makes you a bigger target.
Are we just going to lose our luggage any route we
Beep,
take in Jamaica?
beep. A car pulls up beside you. This is not your hotel, man, shouts the driver. It's the same cab as before, seriously? Sunburned and dehydrated, you resign yourself to the fates and slosh back in. Turn to page 100.
Oh my.
Oh, it's different.
That's a little creepy. Like,
No choice.
Hey, man, I found you, man.
He found us hours later.
it'd be funny if you thought you were actually ours and it's been like 20 minutes.
Right?
Tops.
Swamp ass and sunburn after 20 minutes, the perfect white crime. After another hour winding around what feels like the entire fucking island, you finally arrive at the hotel. Unfortunately, on the beach isn't as advertised on that handwritten piece of copier paper. It still has the same thing as before.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it says the same thing.
we go to
Aw.
the same
With the-
hotel?
Same heroin needles in the.
It's still the needles. You think you can hear gunshots in the distance, though it might just be a car backfiring. Either way, the single haggard woman working at the desk doesn't seem phased.
It's a haggard woman this time instead of sketchy.
You clench and unclench your fist, unable to force yourself to walk through the door. A passerby on a bicycle gives you a leering wink. Maybe he meant it to be friendly, and maybe he's only 12. But it adds to your uneasiness. You jog back to the cab and knock on the window. On second thought, could you take me back to the airport? Really? Yes, please hurry. You hope he didn't hear your voice crack. You feel both vaguely guilty and giddy with relief. At the airport, the cab driver claims he spent the entire afternoon looking for you. Ergo, the fee he's trying to charge isn't, in fact, exorbitant. But the truth is, you don't care. You don't even mind paying a change fee that costs more than your rent in order to get a same-day flight home.
Oh.
All that matters is that you're safe inside you're inside a safe, air-conditioned airport where they serve Starbucks. The end.
Oh,
wow.
that's better.
Yes, you're sunburned and you chickened out of vacationing.
And you spent
Wow.
a whole over a month's rent just to get back home.
This just sounds like the rich kid ending.
Yeah.
Honestly, this sounds like the kind of shit that would happen to me.
Honestly, that's why I'm okay with it.
This
like,
is
as
why
as
you
long as
plan
I'm
a
going
trip.
home.
Yeah.
This is why you plan a trip. You don't
I
go
mean-
wild. Oh, this is why you plan a trip. Go wild, go wild. I
Okay,
don't
why not? I
understand.
live vicariously through this, okay?
Yeah.
Just
You can't complain about planning a trip when you complain about when you made your choice.
But this is the thing though. This is so realistic. We can see why we would be fucking up by not planning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go on a I was gonna say a murder spree. That is wrong. Least you're first.
I told you this was the last podcast.
Oh my
But
goodness.
legit, there was one time in high school where came home from school and we're like, yeah, we're going to Disneyland. Literally less than an hour, we were on the road for Disneyland for the weekend. Nothing went wrong. It was actually a lot of fun.
Okay.
So
Surprising.
it's not guaranteed to have your liver stolen.
But I think it's also
Well, you're going to Disneyland, not
Yeah.
Kingston.
you're going to
Well,
when it
you're going
comes
to Anaheim.
Have you seen outside of Disneyland?
Yes, I have.
It's pretty much Kingston.
It's not. No. That's not even. It's not even New York. Fucking California. Sorry, California listeners. You're soft.
I mean, when it comes to planning, though, being super over-prepared, I feel like that's such a stereotypical American thing. Like, you gotta have your fanny pack and distribute your money into the fanny
Oh,
pack
don't
and
you
wallet
go
in
insulting my
different
fanny pack that
places.
says number one mom.
Please tell me you actually have that.
No, it's actually Bridget Jones's baby.
Aw.
And I use it when I used to go to the gym.
But I should totally get you a number one mom fanny
I
pack
would.
now.
I have a number one dad hat.
that would be so cute.
We're both at the same
I
time.
would gladly wear them both at the same
And
time.
then-
Call me daddy.
watch them fight when you see them, but like, no, I must be number one.
I am the number one.
It's basically like Yakuza. They're like, you think you're number one? You think you're tough shit?
Dun, 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 dun.
Pull out a katana or something.
I get
you just use
a picture of myself posted as the the Dilfs of Disneyland, but I'm actually a background person. But I think it's like, oh cool, I'm in it. It's like, oh, it's not for me.
Aw, like Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
No, that's getting your face covered.
Yeah.
That would be if you were in it and then I
Yeah.
reached over his
Yeah.
face.
Now this is me thinking, oh look, I'm in it, and it's like, oh wait, no, it's that guy who's supposed to be the Dilf.
Are you talking about like the dad I'd like to fuck or dad is slightly fat? Is a little fat. You know where I learned that from? Dungeons and Daddies.
And this story's from Dungeons and Daddies.
That's funny.
Okay, so do we want to try again? Because this podcast is barely at 32 minutes.
Where do we start?
We're gonna
Let's go. Let's go to girlfriends.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm okay with
go
that.
Girlfriends or sisters?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Oh, I really don't want to do that.
Oh, you don't? What do you have
Oh.
against the girlfriend?
I don't want to go to anyone who is related to us because that just like
See, I would-
increases the misery exponentially.
I don't want to go to the sisters because for some reason I feel like it's going to end up with the kids accidentally seeing your junk.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I was thinking walking in on the husband and her, so
Hey, that's fun.
See,
I just
someone's
feel like the,
Someone's junk is going to be seen
Yeah,
tonight.
it's something's gonna be hanging out today.
I hope.
If it's not in the book, it's going to happen here.
Oh no!
See, what I'm confused is we have so few choices for the Jamaica route. How is there 100+ pages of this book?
Actually, you chose a lot of options actually to get to where you ended.
Yeah, like
you
we
chose like
didn't-
5 different
We didn't
things.
chase after the guy.
But once we got to Jamaica,
See,
Yeah, there was like 2 choices in
We
Jamaica.
didn't chase. We didn't get the expensive thing.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, right, the
You didn't-
expensive
Yeah, you didn't go to.
I don't
what's it
really
called?
want to go to the expensive trip.
I mean,
though,
we're
like-
gonna lose.
Can we
all
not
of
go
our
to
net
Jamaica?
let's go to the girlfriend's
Yeah,
house.
I'm down.
Let's
go
do
to
girlfriend.
Okay,
Right,
raise a
so-
hand for girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Okay, we're going to girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that
Honestly.
we were supposed to travel with our Jewish friend. What happened to him?
He just didn't show up.
Oh.
That-
He was probably like,
Toasted?
"That's a hurricane. I'm not going."
They just added that in for
Wow.
representation.
Wow.
To be like, "You're not a shitty person. See, you're going with a friend."
Page 3. Still, what choice do you have? If Menudo have made landfall, there's no way you'll be getting to paradise before your vacation time runs out. And the prospect of spending Christmas alone in your apartment is about as appealing as the salad you're holding.
Oh yeah, we could go home.
Also, it was a salad.
Wow. Yeah, I said that.
We already said it was a salad.
I was supposed to, on the first paragraph it said it was a
I
salad.
still think it was a chicken
You were
sandwich.
chewing your gum too loudly to hear.
Exactly.
The misery meter just went up.
I think that's a good.
I know my misery meter of how much I hate chewing gum, except when I need it. Give me some gum.
No.
Wow, what a great idea. You say, trying to force some enthusiasm into your voice. It'll be a great chance to get to know your family.
Oh, there we go.
no.
Please
Lindsay?
end up being cultists.
Lindsay lets out a squeaky squeal like a fairy's fart and
What?
starts talking rapidly to someone on her end. Did you want to make that noise? Because Noelia beat you to it perfectly.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
actually,
like,
yeah.
I wish I could have done it better, but
Can we get everyone to try to do a squeaky fairy fart noise? That's pretty good.
That was good. You had a shimmer at the end.
Yeah.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Little vibrato. A fairy's fart.
Oh god. Okay.
That was.
That sounded like a large fart, like that. It might have been a part of a fairy shart.
And it's a fairy
Oh,
shark,
no.
thank you very much.
That's what I said. Fairy shart.
You can't hear much, but the words "Told you he was marriage material"
Oh.
drive a shard of ice into your heart. She better not expect a drawer at your place when you get back.
Guys, we're going to be drugged and dragged down to like courthouse. Oh no.
I should go. You say if you stay on this call longer, you might change your mind, and it sucks to break up with someone in winter. The bed gets so cold.
Oh my goodness.
I want to get a
Tragedies.
jump at the rental car counters. Oh my god, totally! She says, I can't wait to see you, sweetiekins. Drive safe, okay? Love you.
Gosh, no wonder she reacted so terribly when we rejected her the first time. She's terrifying. She's very attached.
You mumble before hanging up, sweetiekins, love. In mere minutes, this has gone from best Christmas ever to a horror movie. Too late now, though. You head to the rental car counter and get in line. An hour later, you make it to the front. The man standing there looks like some reality competition reject with his nerd chic glasses, straw fedora, and ironic t-shirt. Hey, I got a cool shirt that's ironic.
Looks down.
Actually, this is not ironic. I
I
actually
was gonna
love
say, I
this
didn't
shirt.
think that was ironic. I thought you just liked that shirt.
I like radical undead things and radical animals.
It says boo.
And it has Goosebumps logo on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Boo, dude!
I thought that was just genuine.
This is a genuinely loving shirt. Hi there. You say in your cheeriest holiday voice. Airport employees are probably used to being shat on by customers. This will definitely get you better treatment. Hi. He rolls his eyes extravagantly. So much for that idea. I wanted to rent a car. We have compacts and conversion vans left, he says, typing in a way that's somehow simultaneously bored and judgy. What is cheaper? Our smallest vehicle will run you $250 a day, plus gas and... Oh, Jesus! Okay, I'll get back to you. You head to the nearest counter and wait in line for another 45 minutes.
Oof.
Yeah, you can do a one door for as low as $3.25 a day without insurance or gas. Fuck. The woman at the next counter looks nice, though. Her face is doughy in a favorite aunt kind of way, and she's wearing a cat sweater. Surely she won't try to gouge you.
Yeah. Honestly,
Oh.
gosh. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry there, hon. That nice gentleman in front of you just rented our last vehicle. But I can offer shuttle service back to Terminal C, don't you know? So, if you want to go back to the first rental car counter and bite the exorbitantly expensive bullet, turn to page 6. If you'd rather take your chances at the bus depot, turn to page 8.
I do the bus depot.
We had some bad Greyhound experiences.
We've had bad
Oh.
Greyhound experience stories on the podcast.
I I would pay the money if given the chance again.
I mean, I feel like if we go that route, we're going to crash the car somehow.
Or
and
the
then
car
pay
breaks
for it.
down.
Or worse.
Or, well, what could possibly go wrong when you're, like, taking a bus with numerable strangers?
A lot.
With
Catch
poor
a cold.
little...
We knows.
A lot.
Yeah, no, I know, exactly.
Shovels.
All right, I'm torn on this one then. Goodness.
I feel like let's do the car. Let's just see where it goes.
All right.
Well, yeah, it's already been made clear that we have money. We got, like, genuine Ray-Bans, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got enough money that we can
Worst
pay
case
a
scenario,
We're
whole...
just
Still
being
Ray-Bans.
cheap for some reason
Yeah,
every time.
yeah.
All right,
feel the
so
pain.
we're being realistic here, not cheap.
I mean, honestly, like, I'm thinking
Don't
if it's
buy
Okay,
winter...
raise the hands for car rental.
Ray-Bans.
No, for car rental.
Because of the Ray-Bans.
Okay, we're going to page 6.
Well, I'm thinking this. We're in winter. If it's in the northeast, that's gonna be some icy-ass roads, and if you have cars without snow tires, you could be fucked.
You can't put a price on not spending hours on a bus.
Or time with your girlfriend.
At least you got a Christmas bonus,
It might cost you the rest of your life.
which will go entirely toward this rental. You finally make it back to the first counter. The man there sneers in recognition. That's gonna be $3.15 a day plus a $200 security deposit,
Dang.
and you'll have to sign here to indicate you'll be bringing it back with a full tank.
Oof.
Wait, I thought you said it was $2.55 a day. He wrinkles his nose in disdain, like he can afford that on a Speedy Reynolds paycheck. Wait, what do they pay? Is it more than your office? That was for a sub compact. We ran out of that model. You splutter. I can show you the vehicle if it will help you decide. What about the other customers? He shrugs and walks through a side door. You follow.
He shanks you. The end.
The car he
Please.
shows you is so small you're not sure it's legal on highways. Inside, the fabrics are stained, there's a multicolored array of crumbs on every surface, and a strange smell lingers like old cheese and queefs.
Oh, no.
Why?
We can clean it for $75, the counter attendant
What
sighs.
the hell?
Seriously, is that legal?
No.
It's the last car on the lot. I could get a kidney for it if I asked. You frown, whose
Your
mind
kidney.
goes right to organ harvesting. So you know, take it or leave it. You take it. With
Aw.
traffic, it takes you an hour to reach the interstate.
Sir, I'll take your kidney.
Watch, he's going to, like, charge us money for the return when it's sloppy anyways.
You've barely made it out of town when you realize the tank is empty. Awesome. At least gassing up will give you a chance to move around. The driver's seat is shaped in a way that's making your back shoot lightning-like pain, pulse to all your limbs. You can't feel your left foot anymore, but it's only another 128 miles, according to the GPS. In traffic, that won't take more than... Jesus! You don't even want to think about that. You pull off at the next exit. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir, someone whispers in your ear as you're pumping gas. What the fuck? You turn to see a man out of the 50s sitcom, hair perfectly parted, slight paunch filling out his patterned sweater
we're gonna
vest,
get scammed.
smile eerily wide. You look around,
He just shows you his penis.
hoping he's talking to anyone else, but you're the only person there. Where'd this guy come from? Also, he's inches away from your face.
Wanna buy a
6 feet
Sunday?
distance, bastard.
Wanna buy a Sunday?
This is 2016.
Still,
Walk by
seriously.
sundown. Shut the fuck up.
Don't be creepy. Don't do that to people you don't know.
Yes. Can I ask you where you're headed? You can't think of a lie fast enough.
Do not.
Little Hampshireton, you say? It's a Christmas miracle!
Oh no.
He looks up the
I'm
up the
going there
gas
too.
station roof. Smile growing wider. You must have to spend years developing the facial muscles for that. Or just have schizophrenia. That's exactly where I'm headed! And my vehicle has unfortunately broken down. Would you be willing to convey me as far as the outskirts of town?
No.
I'd be ever so appreciative.
Hell to the no.
Yeah.
Ask
Here are
him
your
to pay for
choices.
gas.
Bah humbug. You don't have time for hitchhikers. Turn to page 12. Earn yourself some Christmas karma and help this weirdo out on page 14.
I'm scared.
Hell to
No.
the
I want to
no.
help him.
Let's
No.
help him.
No.
What? Yeah,
Oh my
me and
gosh.
Sam are on the same
So 2
wavelength.
helps and no?
Yeah.
Yes to no?
Yes to no.
Okay, yes, no?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no.
Convince me.
Everything.
no.
It's called choose your own misery. You're gonna be miserable anyway. Why not at least be nice to a guy?
Okay,
Because that
that's valid.
chipper man is going to stab us.
I mean,
he'll
we
be
got
happy about
we
it,
got
right?
robbed in a
So
shitty part in
Noelia,
Jamaica.
you're the tiebreaker.
Shoot, I know this isn't good.
Listen,
I got-
if we get stabbed, at least we made his day, right?
This Gulf man is going to do unspeakable things to us.
I mean,
But he'll be happy about it. We spread the joy.
but it's also a good excuse
It's
not to go to your
Christmas.
girlfriend that's going to probably try to pressure you into moving in with her.
Sorry, I got stabbed by a hobo on the way here.
I
I'm
mean-
convinced. Hospital over hose.
So we're gonna help the hobo. Or the nice dressed man. Okay, hitchhiker page 12.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'd love to help, but actually I
That's
have to
page-
make some stops along the way.
That's the no.
Oh, wait,
Bah
is
Humbug
it?
is 12.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, watch this guy steal our car.
So yeah, page 14.
And,
My bad.
And we have to pay for it.
You don't want to. He'll probably try to convert you to some religion that involves spaceships. But it is Christmas, and you could use the karma. Sure. You force a smile. It can't be half as wide as his. Hop in. He grabs a huge, lumpy duffel, face-stretching grin never faltering, and gets into the front seat, stuffing the bag at his feet.
Also, if you crash the car, knock him out, jump out the car and run.
Huh. What's that shiny metallic-looking object poking out at the corner? It's almost certainly not a knife.
It's a cell phone.
Stop worrying about the hitchhiker's knife. This isn't a horror movie, right? Though they always say that kind of thing in horror movies. You clear your throat. So what's taking a little Hampshire? Oh, all kinds of things. Some people I need to see. He giggles. The sound girlishly high.
Why giggling?
I was gonna say, is it like Majima High?
Let's say Majima.
You stare at the bag. It's not even a duffel, just a huge drawstring sack. Who carries one of those? Is he a serial murderer with a Christmas fetish?
I used to do one of those.
Serial
This
murder?
is
Yeah.
murder.
Oh,
He had a Christmas fetish?
the drawstring bag.
Ho ho ho, am I
I'm not
right?
admitting anything on air.
Edit that one
Christmas
out,
fetish,
right?
got it.
Okay.
Oh,
Christmas
shoot.
murder fetish. Okay, we understand.
At least
What,
my friends understand me.
Well, I just learned something today.
what happened to your car? Are
It's too
you
late. You already married me.
are you just leaving it there? I trust the kindness of strangers.
Oh no.
Has that ever come around to bite you in the... It seems weird to say ass to this man, but saying it to a psychotic child or a senile grandmother. Behind? Sometimes, I suppose, but I don't let it bother me. What goes around comes around. He turns to you, head tilted slightly to one side, smile eerie in the semi-darkness of the car. Is this a veiled reference to murdering anyone who wrongs him? So, what's in your bag? You force a laugh, it comes out croaky. Maybe something for you, if you're nice. The sound of his laugh echoes around the tiny vehicle. You feel your heart beating in your throat. You've always assumed you'd die violently. Is this it? If you want to try to force him out of the car somehow, turn to page 27. If you need to settle the fuck down, it's all in your head, turn to page 29.
Settle the fuck down. It might just be like, to be fair, if I thought I had to hitchhike with someone, I would have a knife.
That's
I would
true,
have that
because
too.
you would be concerned that the person you're riding with is also insane. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, having a knife isn't necessarily an indicator of violence. Like,
Fair,
Yeah, I'm down with settling.
but he's very weird.
Settling the fuck down to page 29.
well, and it's also, you don't know the context of this guy. Maybe he's just happy that he's not gonna, like, spend Christmas in a gas station.
I'm just imagining that part of Bo Burnham's Inside where he's just like happily explaining his video with a very sharp knife in his hand.
You're being ridiculous. This man isn't going to kill you. How many murder hitchhikers can there really be out there? The chances of you picking one up have to be pretty slim, right?
Not in this
Something
book.
glints at
slim,
the
but
top
not
of
zero.
his bag as you pass under a street lamp. It's definitely a knife. For his protection? You've never packed a just-in-case knife, especially not when you were planning to drive yourself somewhere.
See,
The further you go, the less light there is on the road.
I know, I always pack one.
He's always packing. Watch out, people. Brown person with a knife.
Oh
It's mostly for
shoot! Yeah,
this
you
one.
got no excuse.
Native stuff.
Native
It's
stuff.
about native stuff.
Yeah, what if he has to
No,
scalp an
but
animal?
it's also handy. I saved my sister's life
It's,
in a car because of it. I had to cut off the belt.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you skin people
What if
so
you-
can replace your skin.
No!
I was gonna
Why
say,
they
what
call
if
it
he
the
sees a
skinwalker?
white man that needs a good scalping?
Oh man.
He needs a haircut, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
you need a
right here.
haircut.
Come on, brother, help me out.
If it gets longer than Chris, I gotta cut the hair,
You
man.
have a lot of hair, Chris.
I do have a lot of hair.
This is why I cut it short.
No. To protect yourself from the brown
From
people.
Wees.
Not all of them, just Weiss.
Just Weiss.
Alright, the further you go, the less light there is on the road. You can't bother to keep up conversation. You have to focus on not having a heart attack. But the silence makes things even more terrifying. Hey, you're going to want to... Ah! You shriek in terror. Are you alright? He gives you a strange look, a murder look. Yeah, fine, just lost in my thoughts. I guess you scared me. He narrows his eyes. I was just saying you'll want to turn up here. The road is hard to see. No, it's almost impossible to see, since it's totally unlit. Oh god, this is it. He's taking you to his personal murder hole.
Let's go.
Personal murder.
I like how our inner thoughts are a lot more, like, energetic than our actual speech.
It's just a little further. The road will curve around and you'll see it. What could possibly be out there? A shake where he
It's a
tans the
Ferris wheel.
skins of his victims? A shallow grave he dug yesterday hoping to find you?
A very nice orphanage.
Nipple belt. Nipple belt.
What the hell is
What
a
is that?
nipple belt?
That's from Ed Gein. Ed Gein was not a serial killer. He only killed 2 women.
But he made a belt out of their nipples.
No, he made them out of dead bodies that he what's it called, grave robbed.
Okay.
I can loan you guys a really nice comic if you
I'm
want.
good.
Wait, wasn't his mom one of those?
No, he did not ever take out his mom.
Oh,
But he did for a lot of other women.
okay.
You
What's
nose
the
the
lights?
car around the bend, barely able to breathe. Then you see it. The lights of a hospital? Wait, you're going here? Yep. Are you unwell?
There goes our liver.
He laughs, the tickling bell sound spiking your fear
I have
again.
COVID.
Didn't I mention I volunteer here? Every year I play Santa on the Children's Cancer Ward. It's expensive, of course, but if you start saving a little bit every week around the end of April, you can buy them some spectacular stuff.
Aww.
He reaches into the bag and pulls out a bright, shiny silver superhero cape.
Aww.
they,
Good choice.
they let me bunk in the supply closet. It helps make the experience more authentic for the kids. Wow, that's so generous. It's the least I can do. After all, there are so many good people in the world. I have to do something. Look at you, driving me all the way here. A stone of guilt rolls around the bottom of your stomach. He opens the door and turns to smile at you. Thank you. I appreciate what you've done for me tonight. I know the children will too. Then he grabs his bag and walks into the glare of the hospital lobby. Holy fuck, did you just meet Jesus? Turn to page 50.
I kind of wanted to get murdered.
See, you wanted to leave him.
Oh, I did.
See?
And he was going to help with the
I will
So did
still
you.
stand by this.
Okay, I have a theory on this. So the point of the book is to give you misery, but we purposely chose a very suspicious route. So the author decided to make it a fun thing, which is what a miserable person would not want
I'm just
to do.
saying, but you chose the miserable route of going to the blood-stained brochure on photocopied paper.
And then we got robbed, and we were shitting ourselves up until the wee hours.
So
of
it does
morning.
not work, I think.
No. Like, I mean, like, this was the darkest route. This was very obvious.
I mean, the Kingston route was also very obvious.
Okay,
But we
that's
kept
valid.
doing it anyways.
You drive to Lindsay's parents' house, half-dazed. Her parents show you to the couch in the basement, where you drift off into the best sleep you've had in months.
Oh, we made it.
The sleep of the beautified. When you wake up, the feeling of peace that washed over you the night before has only grown. Instead of living in fear, shouldn't you do more good deeds like Santa Jesus? Yeah,
Santa Christ.
Santa Christ, we all love Santa Christ. He is Santa and he's Jesus. Holy fuck, he's Santa Christ. I don't know why I know the words still. You almost run.
Old Channel Awesome.
Yep, old channel awesome. You almost run up the stairs. You're so eager to find Lindsay. She's sitting at the kitchen island drinking coffee. Good morning. You hug her from behind. She laughs slightly. Hello to you too. What's going on? I don't know. I just feel good. I have an idea. Yeah? Why don't we go down to the hospital to volunteer? They have a children's cancer wing. I think we could do a lot of good.
That burned down 5 years ago.
Oh no!
I don't know. I'm pretty busy, Lindsay says vaguely. They're so sick, and it's a hard time of year if you're not in a good place. You come around to face her. She looks down, refusing eye contact.
Oh, no.
The hospital, though? Probably they have lots of people already. Or we could do a soup kitchen. I know hospitals wig some people out. There must be some nearby. Do you have your phone or... Just stop, will you?
Oh, no.
Why? It feels so good to do something for others. We'll go together. It'll bring us... Shut up with this shit!
Oh.
Lindsay scowls.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Lindsay, what's the problem? The problem is people getting in the way of natural selection.
Oh no!
What the hell?
That's the next line, is what? What? You can't have heard that right.
The gene pool doesn't need the weak and weak-willed scumming it up and choking
no.
off everything good, okay?
She's the type
Lindsay.
to only go to the hospital when it's her hurt, but she also hates the hospital for everyone else.
Lindsay, what are you?
Some people are supposed to die, she shouts.
Whoa! You knew Lindsay was a little shallow, but you wouldn't have jumped right to eugenicist. Is this something you should know about someone by the 4th month mark? I think I should go, you murmur.
Listen, it's not like that, Lindsay starts.
I'm going home.
What'll Mom say?
I really don't care. You gather your things and practically run to the car.
Hell yeah!
Yay!
God.
This is the best ending.
God, how could you have been with someone so morally disgusting and not even known? Not even had a hint. What does that say about you? Do other people feel the way Lindsay does? Is humanity really such a disgusting cesspool?
Oh no.
So one thing I will
I'm
say-
not done! You make it back to the city with plenty of time to head to the soup kitchen, but you feel too bitter and revolted to do something. Fuck Lindsay for making you feel this way. Fuck Christmas. And it's do a good deed bullshit.
Oh no.
It just teaches you awful truths about people. You hate this stupid fucking holiday. The end.
Oh!
I thought that was the good ending.
That is
That
a
is,
good ending.
it's a good
Yeah.
ending, but it's still a misery ending because you're like,
Yeah.
you as somebody ruined your day.
Okay.
So one thing I would say is that usually a lot of the stuff of like helping people always happens around like Christmas.
Yeah.
But the problem is like in June, fucking no
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's
Who
true.
wants to go to the soup kitchen in June? No one.
Oh, it's
There's-
hot. It's soup. No one wants soup when it's hot.
Usually it's a soup kitchen. Usually it's cold sandwiches.
I know, Sam. I'm just making
So
a joke.
what I'm thinking, or what I'm wondering, is how did you guys expect this family visit, this girlfriend visit to go?
I thought like one of the family member, like you hug Lindsay from behind, it's like her cousin,
Oh.
and then it's like this like awkward thing of like you don't know me or something like that.
Oh no. It turns out the sister Rhett and the girlfriend Rhett were the same.
I thought we were gonna find out that she was cheating on us, and that would.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
I was thinking it was gonna be like Wedding Crashers, where like her sister or where her mom is gonna try to fuck you.
Oh,
You're Owen Wilson.
no.
I was thinking that you would wake
Or
up
wait,
and
no.
mom and dad
Yeah.
are both in bed with you, and they're just, it's a really creepy, close family.
Or I was
Oh.
thinking they were like,
I mean, I
Trying
don't
to
see a problem
push
with
you.
being in bed with mom. Dad can watch.
I was thinking of pushing like
Cuck 'em.
really,
Cook him good.
like pushing really hard towards marriage, being like, see.
I mean, that's only one of the girlfriend endings, because we could have gone to her without going to the...
Yeah, you couldn't have helped Santa Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good that you helped Santa
I, was
Christ.
gonna say, I do not
This is cool.
regret.
Santa
I do not
Christ
regret-
helped you find out that your girlfriend was a bitch and you broke up and cut that loose, that
Yeah,
terrible
I
lamb.
love that. It's
Best
not like
gift ever.
it's not like that. I'm like, then how are we supposed to take it? Of you going, some people deserve to die.
You know that's what they say though.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
So
How
But
about,
I'm just saying, like, how else? Like,
how about you, Elena? What did you think that the girlfriend route was going to end up in misery?
I felt like so she was giving major Yandere vibes.
Ooh, yeah.
So I got really concerned that if you step wrong, that she would be the one to knife you because they were
That's
talking
bad.
about like marriage and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so if you're like, I think it's too soon to say that, she'd be like, why?
I want to know what happened.
exactly.
And then you're like tied to the bed and you're like stuck being with her forever.
That's probably
I
what
want to
it
know
is.
what happened if we didn't take him.
no, we're at almost an hour.
Alright.
Fasty.
I was
We
about
can
to
look
say,
at, you
find
can
out
look at
next
it on
time.
your own.
Yeah.
if you want to borrow the book, you can borrow the book.
I'm just gonna look at it.
Oh, please don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
I was
I
about to,
All
I
the
don't think there will
cancer
be a
kids-
wiki.
All the cancer kids die of sadness.
This isn't to give yourself goosebumps. There's not going to be a wiki page.
There might be.
have
It's
I don't
been-
think there will be.
It's been out since 2016.
Yeah, true, but not everything gets a wiki page.
True.
So,
I'm
hey, thanks for joining us this time on the holiday edition of Speaking of Which, or as we like to call it, Speaking of Which still, because we don't have a holiday thing.
No.
At least for Christmas time and Hanukkah time.
And winter solstice.
Yeah, and all those fun
And
stuff.
Kwanzaa. And
Kwanzaa.
Ramadan.
sometimes.
Sometimes Ramadan. And sometimes Ramadan!
Because it depends on where it falls in the year.
Yep. That is true. That is true. But thank you. Hey, and if you like what you heard, give us a rate us, review us wherever you listen to us, because that helps. And follow us at Speaking of Which podcast on Facebook or SOW_podcast on Twitter. You can follow me at _RuPaul on Twitter and Instagram, but you should really just follow SOW_podcast because that's my main account.
You can follow me
It
at...
took you long enough.
Well, you usually go, where can we find you, Sam? So
I don't.
You should edit that to be a longer pause.
just edit it where it's
I
nothing.
hate long pauses.
5
Yeah, it's true.
minutes.
Like, I always think, like, there's something wrong, and I'm like, shit, what happened? You can find me at Berserker Rose on Twitter, and maybe Instagram. I haven't updated there in forever, but if you want to check it out, I guess.
Yep. Can we find you anywhere, Elena?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna make my Instagram all art focused.
Woo!
So you can follow it at Wintermare with spelled with a Y and a V instead of an A.
Oh. You can find me at the Speaking of Which wiki.
Yeah. It's actually Rupal.wiki.
Ripple.wiki.
Yeah,
/
Rupal.wiki.
See,
That's great.
I want to think it's kind of like that one time somebody edited the... Was it the Nicolas Cage, or was it the... There was someone that they edited where they just put, he was a musician. And they
It wasn't
Quote,
Nicolas
unquote.
Cage.
They put, like, some celebrity, like, using air quotes that he supposedly lived.
I thought
but-
you were gonna be talking about when what's it called, the page that Ed runs, where
Oh,
they
that
changed it to like all the
It was all
Naruto.
memes. Like, one of them was a steamed hams page. Oh, screen.
You're a screen.
One of them was, like, literally the lyrics to a Naruto, like, opening.
Aw.
And all sorts of other shit.
Oh, well, yeah. Where can we find you if you want to be found?
You can find me, I'm called May Myriads on Instagram and a little bit on Twitch. Yay.
And Weaselthorpe.
And you can find me on Force Left Hander on YouTube. I'm sorry, Force Left Hander at YouTube. And on Instagram and not Twitter. 'cause I don't
Excuse
do
me,
anything.
at Instagram.
Oh, at Instagram. Excuse me.
I think you should just probably
Same name,
shame
Force
on
Grandpa.
Left Hander, drop the E, make it a doctor.
Yeah, make it a doctor. So, what song should we go out on, guys?
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I don't know what that song
by myself.
But you weren't by yourself. Because you had a Jamaica, Haruda, oh, I want to
Oh my
take
gosh, yes, please. Do that one.
I feel like it kind of wants to be. I want it to be some kind of Christmas song.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying simply having a wonderful Christmas
I
time.
want, like, the worst Christmas song.
Does
I
Bob
hate
Marley have a
simply
Christmas
wondering.
Oh, let's see if there's a reggae Christmas song.
Yeah.
We're gonna look for a reggae Christmas song. Expect it at the end. Hey guys, make sure to pay money on Patreon $1. Thanks. You get a bonus episode every week. That's worth $1.
That was a great sales pitch. Just
Yeah, give me $1. It's all $1. Everything on the Patreon's $1.
if you want to get more, you can, but it's still the same amount.
It's just
Like,
$1. Hey, here's $1.
help us be Santa Christ someday.
I was about to say, all the money's just going to the podcast, and it goes to not buying Weiss gum.
I'm by my own.
For the love of God, please give us $1.
Fuck you. not you, but fucking Noelle with the chewy.
No, it's you, Brendan.
The fact that she went up close and started
I've actually been
loudly.
chewing this whole time. Sorry.
I actually was doing it when Weiss like held his gum and was.
I
sobbing.
know everyone did, and I hate you all.
I love you too, honey.
I apologize.
Here goes the misery meter.
There's not enough knives in this world.
He hasn't done it yet.